Looking at this. Looking at this, look at Axe's point of view. We have Lucky, Stanton, Scissor Blades all going almost 3 wide. These guys are insane. Axe is like, just fight it out. Just don't wreck in front of me, and hopefully if you do, I can make it past you. But I'm sure he's getting quite nervous watching these guys in front of him. On my screen, they were at least 2 wide, and I believe that we had Lucky sticking a nose in to make it possibly 3 wide. Absolutely insane. Axe is catching up to Lucky.
And Lucky, Lucky knocking on the blade for literally.
Axe passes Lucky. Axe takes over 8th. Flow Dog is in 9th now. What is going on with Lucky here? He's moved down to 10th.
And no sooner than I say that, side by side coming out of the turn. Lucky holding on.
This is the last lap, guys. You see it here. If Sky can hang out, that's it. I mean, this race has absolutely flown by. So your top 3, Sky, Metallica, J-Mac, if they can hang on to it, we have only a few more turns left, and Sky brings home a win. Where did tonight go? Absolutely insane with how fast this race went. But Sky, he had that strategy, made it work for him. 35% fuel left, but he is good to go. Obviously, no more cautions. Sky's gonna bring it home.
If the race finishes the way it's going now, congrats to Skyland, but we don't want to give it away just yet.
Here he goes. We have a couple of guys that had to go in for pit. They did not have enough fuel, or the tire wear was just too much. That's going to hurt them, but here comes Sky around the final turn. This guy is going to be your winner at Mugello. Here he comes. Let's take it home, Sky. Skyland 4 is your winner at Mugello. Good job to him.
Congratulations,
Patience paid off. Did a fabulous job out there. Metallica takes home 2nd. Let's take a look at 3rd of J-Mac. Hey guys, we're going to do a mic check real quick. Make sure everything sounds okay. Hope y'all are doing good on this Labor Day. But we'll see how that sounds. All right, we're sounding good. Hey, Mike, Issa, what's up, guys? Hope you're doing good today. Hope you're sounding good. Let me get 49er in here. Gotta get my booth partner up in here. He's resetting. It's been a crazy hot weekend, but it's been a fun weekend. I hope you guys are doing good. Forza, I don't know if you guys know, but it's been a free weekend for Forza. So if you did not have Forza, this was the weekend that you could have played. And man, I'll tell you what, they were having some server issues. A lot of people could not log on and get into Forza server. So man, it's been a little crazy, but hopefully everything will go smooth tonight. I'm definitely hoping. We'll see if we can get 49er in here. If not, I will go ahead and start. It is almost race time. I hope you guys are ready to go. Happy Labor Day, Mike and Issa and everyone that is joining. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started. Welcome to Race 3, Season 3 of the IndyCar series. Tonight we are bringing you live coverage from the Homestead Oval, 1.5 miles of craziness. 18 drivers are anxiously awaiting the chance to capture a win here. Some drivers excel at road courses while others at ovals, so tonight the pressure is on for those who love the left turns. Now, I got to talk about last week. If you remember, last week we were at Mugello and we saw 3 cautions right at the start of the race. BDF captured the pole, but he got a DC along with Beyond perfectly. Metallica, he made his way to the front, leading several laps until he needed to pit, making way for Skyline to take the lead, and he finished with a victory. Metallica came home in second, and J-Mac rounded out the podium. We have no driver interviews tonight. We're taking an off night for that. Tonight is just all about racing at Homestead, 100 laps of craziness. So I'm excited. Let's get 49er in here and let's get this party started. Issa, yeah, you should be sleeping, man. I don't even know how late it is for you, but I would imagine it's pretty darn late.
Okay, now it's working.
49er, how are you, sir?
I'm fine, ma'am.
I know everyone loves it when I call him sir. It's their favorite thing. You had a good Labor Day weekend?
Yeah, I worked.
Oh.
I was providing labor.
Well, there there you go.
Yeah, airport never sleeps.
That's true. The airport does never sleep. I think I sent you an invite. There's another 2 just in case, because my memory's terrible and I don't know if I invited you, but I mean, I was just talking about last week with all those cautions at first. It went the same way as the first race. 3 cautions right off the bat, and then smooth sailing after that. Damage is on, guys. I gotta keep reminding myself of that because, holy, I could just hear myself. Damage is on, so it's totally different. So these guys have to watch it, and especially for tonight, it's Homestead. It's going to be close racing. We basically we have a power cap on at 90. So these guys are going to be very close racing. No one's going to really be able to get away. There's probably going to be a few packs, but it's going to be tight racing tonight, and these guys have to race and get comfortable in close quarters. So it'll be very entertaining. Emotions will be high. And driving will be awesome. I cannot wait.
You know, as much as I like ovals, this is an oval, right?
I would hope so. It is the oval.
Yeah. Homestead is probably, with Homestead and Indy are probably, you know, for me, 2 of the most challenging because there are, like Homestead, everything's cool going into turn 1 and coming out of 2, but then you go into turn 3, and if you don't get down low enough, then you start drifting up, and if there's somebody high, you know, up high, and you're down low and you start drifting up, then you force them up, and then the wall's in the way. So it's going to be interesting to see, especially in the Indy cars. It's always a challenge.
It is, and you have to know what your car is capable of, and you have to know where everyone is around you at all times. So it's just, you have to be spot on at all times. We're going to see some wrecks tonight, and I was talking to a couple of drivers, and when you're going to see wrecks, I think it's going to be the big one each time, I would imagine, unless it's way in the back. But when you wreck here, it's just going to be a huge pileup. Last week we saw a crazy wreck and had a car flying way up in the sky. So we'll see if that happens tonight. It's true. It's true. It was crazy. There's been a lot of memes made out of it, and you know, Scissors, who couldn't be here tonight. Yeah, he was the guy that was flying. And tonight he is actually flying on his way home, not in an airplane, but in a car. So he will not be here tonight. He will have Real Steel and the number 2 Chevy IndyCar. He will be racing for him tonight. And for Skyland, we will have Flow Dog, who has filled in several times and also has been a full-time driver, I'm pretty sure, for season 1 or 2. So he is no stranger to this, and he has come in and raced and won as a fill-in for ovals. So he is a name you need to watch out for tonight, and he is Flow Dog, who is racing for Skyland. Speaking of that, 49er, let's open up betting. If you know your drivers and you know who you want, let's start that up and you can place your bets. We are getting ready to go to qualifying. We have 19 people in the lobby, so I think we might be one short maybe. I could be wrong with that, but I'm pretty sure we're just one short, so we're doing good. So if you want to place your bets, go for it. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know who to look for tonight, 49er. Who do you think?
You know, I'm going to keep my opinion to myself because, you know, I mean, well, no, because last week my bet and one of my, you know, the person that I bet on to win, BDF, got caught up in the technological snafu and, you know, didn't finish the race.
It's so true.
Especially with this oval, I think it could be anybody. BDF will be up there. Metallica will be up there. I think Justin's pretty good at this track. Flo is no stranger to this track. And I would even call out somebody that I have, a name that I haven't said before, Hayden.
Oh, very nice. I have so many people I think that are capable of winning. I just placed my bet. I'm not going to say who it is, but hopefully I don't jinx them, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's going to be very close. These guys are all very talented, but close quarter racing like this, and you have a power cap, and you have damage on, it's going to be crazy. You guys are in for a heck of a ride tonight. I'm so glad you decided to join us. Yeah, I'm excited. Issa, make sure that you look at these paint schemes. I am out here representing your paint scheme right now. Here you go. I'm going to go on down through the list. You'll get to see it. He has done so many paint schemes for the club over the weekend. This guy has been amazing. So huge shout out to you. Thank you so much for doing all that. These guys are looking fantastic out here. And I do believe we have a full field now. 20 people. 18 drivers, two in the booth. So we have a full field, guys. Once again, Real Steel is racing for Scissor Blades, and Flow Dog will be racing for Skyland. So if you want to place them as a bet, use the number as Skyland and Scissors. J-Mac, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. Modder Fodder, hope you're doing well. The lap times that you're going to see them run tonight, they're going to be in the 24.3 to 0.4s. It's not going to matter so much because it is such tight racing. It is an oval. But those are the lap times we're going to be running, so we'll see who gets pole tonight. And I would not be surprised if you saw Flow Dog up there on pole. I would not be surprised at all.
Not one bit. You know, Frozen, and you know how much I love ovals. This could also be an opportunity for the rookies to shine because
absolutely.
It's an oval. They don't have to worry about making any right-hand turns. They just have to worry about holding their lines. I'm sure they've been out here practicing. So, I mean, as much as this is a veterans track, the rookies could shine on this one. So.
Absolutely. And, you know, like I said earlier, there's some drivers who excel at road courses. J-Mac is one of them, and there's a few others out there just like that. And there's a few that just love the ovals and excel at that, and I'll tell you what, I am one of those. But we'll see them out here tonight, and I'm excited to see how they do. It should be a great race for them. 4 laps tonight for qualifying.
This is my favorite. I like the road courses because they're exciting, but you know I'm an oval kind of guy.
We're going to ride on board with Flow Dog at the moment. We saw J-Mac a second ago. Riding smooth. Flow Dog is going through those corners. I guarantee you this guy has put down a few laps. He loves this track, has been wanting to race, and he's getting his chance tonight racing for his friend Skyland, so I'm sure he will represent very well. Let's go to Stanton Drums, who is new to this league. Out there doing very well. These guys seem to like the midline. We have some that will use the whole track, but a few of these I've noticed are running the high side to the midline.
You know, I would think, and I would probably do this, but you know, these guys are way better than me. I would use these, you know, not only to try to get a good time, but to also, you know, if you're not really familiar with the track like the rookies, maybe use this time, find your line, find out how the corners work and the turns and where to be going in and how it's going to affect you coming out. So I know they've practiced a lot, but you know, the fine tuning is also going to be done while you're trying to qualify.
Absolutely.
Figure out where the best line is.
And if I just saw correctly, I saw Justin out there with the pole, and then last second BDF took that over. Now let me see if that is correct. Yeah, very, very close. BDF is out there with a 24.365. Justin comes home with a 24.387. Let's take a look at all those others with a 0.3. Can we find any more? Flow Dog 24.352. So let me take a look. He actually might have pole. 24.352 looks like it is the fastest. So Flow Dog, not surprisingly, guys, I said it right before this. I would not be surprised if he got pole. Looks like he might be coming home with that. Tight race all the way tonight, 49er. It's just going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
24.352. You know, and I'm looking at the times, and even for the guys that, you know, didn't get the pole, everything is a 24. So it's going to be really
yeah. 18 drivers.
Yeah.
So there's not much room.
Moving.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much room where the only way you're not going to get that fast of a time is if you're just a shaky hand and just all over the track. I mean, it's just a very fast track, but once you get on the track with 18 drivers, they were invisible to each other right there. So all they had to worry about was running their line and what they could get for their fastest. That's it. They don't need to worry about each other, so they were okay. But now it's race time. It's go time. It's going to get crazy. If you want to place your bets,
Absolutely.
Go ahead and do it now, because I am going to shut it down.
I'm not betting this time. I'm so upset I lost 200 points last week.
I mean, have you seen Justin, how much he's killing me? He, in my own stream, he's beating me by like 14,000 points, I think. It's something crazy like that. Just because I've lost several times in betting and he has done really well. So he's literally kicking my butt.
Yes, I was never a gambling man, and after hearing that story, Frozen, no, I mean, if I could bet 1 point, I would do that, but I'm not even risking that.
You know, you can do 1 point, but betting is stopped, so that's it, guys. that's all she wrote. Do you want to bet?
God damn it, man.
Do you want to?
That's okay.
Oh, all right. I can start it again.
Close it. Close it.
It is. She's
Close
closed. She is closed.
Close it. No reopen. No open.
All right. I need to talk to Justin for a second, so I'll be right back in a sec.
While Frozen's talking to Justin, I would like to welcome everyone to the stream. Hope you all are ready for a fun-filled, action-packed race here at Homestead, Miami. Bienvenida a Miami. And I'd like to see who your favorite driver is, who you're picking out there to win. So go ahead and throw it up there in Frozen's chat, and let's see who you're pulling for. See everybody who they're rooting for, who you think's gonna win. Do you think it's gonna be a vet? Do you think it's gonna be a rookie? I'll even take a chance, because I don't want to jinx the race, but I'll even take a chance and see what everybody's feeling. Do you think there's gonna be 1 caution, 2 cautions, caution free? That would be nice. So let me know what you're thinking out there.
All right, we're going to do something a little bit different, 49er, tonight, since the track is so short.
Ever raced in a fun race with us on Homestead and these IndyCars? You know that it's going to be fast. Like I said earlier, it's going to be a little tricky with the turns and everything. Trying to make sure that, you know, you have enough room between yourself and a driver, either inside of you or outside of you, depending on where you are, holding your line. You know, don't ride too high in turn going into 3, coming out of 4. So it's going to be tricky. Let me see what you're thinking out there, folks.
It is.
10 cautions? Come on.
I hope not 10 cautions, Real Mac. That'd be crazy. 49er, we have a different plan for tonight. Since the track is so short, we want to get those drivers in the spotlight, so we're going to have them just sit for a second so we can get through their names and what team they're on, and then we'll get them moving. So they will not be going off the start tonight. We'll go through their names.
Kicking it back to the old school, because they're so cool.
That's right. You got it. So I think they're pretty much ready. They just got to get the lineup and all the little details settled, and then we'll get to go.
Noticed Real Max said that I'm not gonna win. I know I'm not gonna win.
I mean, we're winners in the booth, right? That's what counts.
Hey, it's caution free up here, you know.
It is caution free up here. All right, I think we're gonna go green, ladies and gentlemen. So race 3, season 3. Homestead Oval. We'll get moving in here, and we'll introduce these drivers. And we just need 49er and Stanton drums to ready up.
Always holding up the line. Leave it to me.
49er.
That's why I'm in the booth.
I know.
Gotta keep my head on a swivel.
Hopefully I didn't confuse a lot of people, and hopefully they don't roll off the start. Something new. We'll introduce these fellers. They will have a pace lap, and they will end on a cooldown lap. But it is 100 laps. 24 seconds each lap. So, on pole, let's change the camera views here. Oh, goodness. Don't mind me. All right, on pole, we have Flowdog, who is here for Skyline, who races for SDM Racing in the number 4 car. In second place, we have BDF 48 Gaming, who races for BS Racing in the number 10 car. Last week, he had a DC, so let's hope that doesn't happen tonight. In third, we have Leafs Justin, who has a fantastic paint scheme tonight. He is out there for Racing A, racing in the number 24 car. In fourth, we have Call Me Recon. He is a driver who has raced several times for SnB leagues. He's in the number 7 car for Team Underdog. In fifth, we have Lucky Dog Gaming. He is a veteran driver for us, or Lucky Dog Gaming. What am I talking about? Lucky 2115. He's in the number 21 car for Lucky Tron Racing, and I swear, with him and Lucky Dog, I always get him confused. This craziness. In sixth, we have Styx. I know. We have Styx, who is racing in the number 6 car for BS Racing. In seventh, we have Metallica, who is in the number 12 car for SDM Racing. In eighth, These guys are looking a little confused. We have the J-Mac Attack, and I don't even know where he is. There he is. J-Mac Attack. He's racing for Racing A Racing in the number 34 car. 49er, you take it away, and 9th for Kaysen. Lucky dog.
Ninth place, Kaysen 04, driving the number 48 car, part of that Redneck Racing team. Then we have NASCAR 24 Tron fan. He is part of the Lucky Tron Racing, racing in the number 53 car. 11th place, we have Axe, driving in the, where are you, Axe? In this number 17 car, part of the Team Slice. Yeah, turn to the left.
Give us a little action.
Right. In 12th place, we have Real Steel, who we have said earlier that he is driving for Scissor Blades. So he is part of the, representing the other half of the Team Slice and Dice. I'm pulling for you to have a good race reel, even though your car represents the Florida Gators. I'm going to overlook that. 13th, we have Stanton Drums driving for the, where are you, Stanton?
Stanton, he is a new driver. He races the number 1 car for Me, Myself, and I Racing.
Nice. Nice. I'm going to have to pull that song up. Good luck to you, Stanton. I know that you're going to do good things, Me, Myself, and I. And I like that paint scheme.
Absolutely.
Like turn to the left. Now turn to the right. Now shake it all over. Shake, shake. 14th, Duke the Rebel, representing that Barbron Chevrolet Racing, driving the number 86 car. I like the paint scheme. 15th, Beyond Perfectly, driving the number 64, part of that Red Line Racing team. 16th, we have Reimer. I heard the motor revving. He is driving the number 72 car, another part of that Barbron Chevy Racing team. And then we have Dion, the other half, driving 86 Barbron Chevy Racing. And last but not least, never the least, Hayden Sammons, my focus for the rookies, and he's driving the number 15 car, the other half of that Redneck Racing, folks.
All right, that is your field tonight. These guys are going to start their pace lap, and a lot of luck to these guys, but they're going to start their roll-off and a pace lap, and then we'll go into racing.
Rollin', 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 get them buddies rollin'.
Flow Dog is your pace car. Well, he's not your pace car, but he will be leading the field to the green. Man, I'll tell you what, my Labor Day. I'm crazy tonight.
Okay,
I'm already mixing people up, and I know.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You know, we'd already established a couple of days ago, you know, how you celebrated your Labor Day if you were slurring and missing words. So.
It's true. I'm not slurring words. I'm good. I'm good.
No, I'm not slurring words.
But your top 3, we have Flow Dog, who's filling in for Skyland, BDF in 2nd, and Leafs Justin in 3rd. It's going to be a tight race tonight, guys. These guys are all running 24 3s and 4s, so get ready for some tight racing. We're already coming around the final turn, going into 3. When they come out of 4, Flow Dog will count them down, and they will be off racing lap 1. I'm already here. Flow Dog goes, and we already have a wreck, guys. There's a stack up already, and pack part of the field. Lap 1, they didn't even make it to the first turn. I mean, it's just going to be that kind of night. You see the first part of the field, they are doing good. Very, very close, but these guys are going to have to race back to the front, past the start-finish line. Damage is on. I cannot say that enough. Damage is on. So these guys, you can already tell that they have some damage. Justin on the inside. These guys are slowing down to pace speed. We have our first caution.
You know, I mean, did they even cross the start-finish line before they?
I don't think so. NASCAR 24 Tron fan, wow. He is out there struggling. Let me take a look at his damage. I mean, he definitely has to go in 100% all around. I guarantee there's a couple of acts already involved. I hate to see that. I mean, a couple of the rookies already have to go in. They'll go in for that pit stop, come out, and let's start new.
Wow.
They are not going to pit this time. They're going to go around again. You know, yeah. And I'm hoping I didn't mess them up too bad. They all had to go right off the start. I mean, they did have a pace lap, but, you know. It's just one of those tracks. Tight racing. You're in IndyCars. These cars are absolutely flying. It's not like NASCAR where NASCAR's still fast. Don't get me wrong. But IndyCar, open wheel racing, it's just crazy. It can get very crazy. 49er, after looking at qualifying and everything, I'm very excited to see what Flo can do tonight. I mean, I've said it before. This guy came in and has already won a league race just coming in as a fill-in. So I will not be surprised if I see him win tonight once again.
Given that his qualifying time, along with two others, were in the 3s, and then everybody else was in the 4s. I mean, it's going to be an interesting race. I would not trying to play favorites, but it would almost be worth it to see a start-to-finish race for Flo Dog.
Yeah, absolutely. As far as pit goes, you're going to see probably a 1 pit stop. If it goes green for the rest of the time, I'm not sure that anyone is going to pit unless they have damage. And as you see there, it's only a couple that did have damage. So there's just really no reason to pit. We're a lap 5 out of 100. I mean, if it's already just from 1 caution. So hopefully we can get those guys out and possibly go green this time around.
If you notice, the first 3 cars, Flo, Justin, and BDF, they were all pretty close in the qualifying times. Flo's gonna be up there. I think Justin and BDF may give him a run, though. They're definitely going to. You got to pace yourself, though. You can't. I mean, there's no sense going all out when we're only on lap 5. I think in the end, you know, towards the middle of the race, and as we get towards the end of the race, and the pit stops, you know, if they got to do 1 or 2, I think Flo's gonna have a run from Justin or BDF, one of the 2.
Absolutely. Call me Recon always gets shoved. Oh. Yeah, already got shoved down low. Flo gets a nice start. Justin right behind him. BDF all over Justin's tail. Call me Recon back there. Sticks in 6. These guys are holding steady for now. These guys going too wide in several places. That's the type of racing we're going to see tonight. We do have a cap of 90. So, a power cap, these guys are going to be racing around each other the entire night. They're going to have to get used to each other and their driving styles, especially on an oval. We've been at road courses so far. It's going to be tight. Flo Dog is still your leader going into lap 7, coming into 8. Leaves Justin coming up on Flo Dog 49er. Looks like he might be willing to take a move pretty soon. What's it going to be? How is he going to make the move? So far, Flo is leading. It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be crazy. Justin's peeking on the outside, then he'll go on the inside. Meanwhile, Call Me Recon is in third and about to make an inside move, or we thought about it, thought better of it because Justin came down. But Call Me Recon is sneaking up on Justin while Justin's trying to get a move on Flo.
We're on board with BDF right now. He's got Metallica on the outside, Sticks behind him. He is right behind Call Me Recon, who is in third place. These guys single file at the moment. Lucky behind BDF. Metallica on his outside, J-Mac. We got quite the inside line rolling. Metallica falls back a little bit along with Sticks. That inside line had the momentum. The outside line falls back.
Frozen, the leaders are getting ready to, they're coming up on a slower car as we go. Oh, BDF's fighting for third place. He's got the inside line on Call Me Recon, and BDF is your new third place. Oh, wait, Lucky 2115 sneaks inside. Frozen, are you watching this?
I'm watching it now. I am watching it now.
Call Me Recon left hanging out to dry on the outside.
J-Mac, did you see him pushing Lucky around that turn? I mean, those guys are right on top of each other, just pushing each other, trying to get to the front. Hayden Salmons, I don't know what happened to him, but he is stuck back there, and he's going to have a field on him. Getting very, very close. It looks like he had damage on the restart. NASCAR 24 Tron fan. I'm not sure if he's the one. Yeah, he's going to have people right on him. Flowdog still your leader. He's got Justin behind him. Look who is in third. BDF still hanging out there in third, but Lucky has made his way through the field in fourth place at the moment. Call Me Recon, very close. J-Mac and Lucky have moved through that field like crazy. Those two were drafting each other, getting through that field on the low side, and up they go. There is a caution.
Yeah,
let's go back, see who it involved.
Uh-oh.
Duke the Rebel might have been involved. Does he have any damage? It looks like engine damage, 18%. He might want to go in for that. Beyond Perfectly, another one that might be involved. He has a ton of damage already in pit road. A lot of damage for him. Steering, completely messed up transmission, you name it. Reimer is another
car
one.
Stuck on the side of the track.
Do you see who it is?
It looked like NASCAR 24. Yes, it was NASCAR 24, but he is moving again. He's down on the apron. He's got some significant damage to his car, but he's still able to move, so he'll be able to get into the pits. But I imagine he's probably maybe a lap down.
Big mover. Lucky has moved his way into second. Well, it looks like third place, but a second ago he was in second place. That guy, he is amazing at ovals. He is in our NASCAR league. He has won so many races. The guy is very talented at ovals, and he's showing that here tonight. Very strong. You're going to have to keep an eye out for him. All these guys, they all have a chance, a great shot at winning this race tonight. You just have to play it smart. You have to get your teammates involved, have a plan, and just make sure you follow through and stick together. Thank you so much for the compliment. I just announced this league. I'm not good enough to be out there. Sure, I can do the ovals, but road courses, I would be a hazard. So I'm in the booth, and it is a heck of a lot of fun. Lap 17 of 100, guys.
We have to point out that when I was watching Call Me Recon, and he was coming up on first and second place. And then, even though they weren't teammates, you know, you form in a race when you're trying to win. Whoa, okay. All right, pit row's a little active and crazy.
Pit road is open. Yeah,
you
they
know,
are all going in.
you try to work with whoever's near you. Obviously, Lucky and J-Mac working to get way up front in a hurry. So you know, opponents can be allies when they need to be. You know, using each other. Obviously, everybody wants to win. They all want the same thing. I like the aggressiveness and how fast J-Mac and Lucky 2115 got up there. Unfortunately, that left Call Me Recon hanging.
Yeah, absolutely. And not to start any drama, but I'll tell you what, Lucky and J-Mac, they've had their issues in the NASCAR League. There was a little bit of drama there. But I'll tell you what, they were working fantastic together right there. And that just moved both of them through that field. And now they're in the top 5. I know they went through the pits, so your top 5 is new. We have BDF, who will lead us off to the green once again. Call Me Recon in 2nd, Sticks in 3rd, Real Steel in 4th, and Flow Dog, who is coming out in 5th.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to start any drama. That's kind of the reason why I pointed it out, because they do have a history.
They do.
In a race, you'll work together with whoever you can to accomplish what you want, which is to win the race.
Absolutely. Once we get around this lap, I do believe that they will go green going into lap 20. Flow Dog will lead us off. Or Flow Dog. Man, I'll tell you what, tonight I'm just all confused. BDF will lead us off. And I'll tell you what, he's got a good looking car tonight. This is another strong driver. Last race, he did not have a good race. He got a DC through no fault of his own. It's just what happened. But he was leading, I do believe, at the time of his DC. But he was no longer for the last race.
Yes, he was leading. He had started to open up a gap, but that race was amazing because even though he was leading and he seemed to be, you know, showing his prowess and, you know, his veteran experience, Skyline was all over him.
All right, here they come around the final turn. Like I said, BDF will lead them off to green. It is on his countdown. Call Me Recon is going to look into not letting him out of his sight. He's going to want to be making a move and hope that he can hang out with BDF out the start. There he goes. BDF gets a nice start. Call Me Recon back just a little bit. BDF and his teammate Sticks in 3rd. Hopefully he can get up and help BDF. These two have a history. They've been teammates before at this track. These two wrecked, BDF and Sticks, as they were going for the win. Neither of them won that race, even though they are 1-2. I believe that Metallica won that race. Absolutely incredible ending. I wish I could show the replay right now. It was insane. Real Steel filling in for, who's Real Steel filling in for? He is filling in for Scissors. He is out there in 4th. Yeah, crazy.
Oh, inside move. Flo, look at Flo.
As soon as I say 4th, look who goes.
Yep, but look who's with Flo. Lucky 2115. And then there's Justin. And then there's J-Mac, and they touched.
We have the top 3 in one pack, and there is a huge pack in the second one. These guys are starting to form separate packs, and that middle pack, I'll tell you what, it is a huge one.
Frozen, I think we lost Real Steel. I was watching him, and then he was gone.
Yeah, it looks like we did lose Real Steel. Scissors is going to be heartbroken. He wanted to be here so bad tonight. He was hoping Real Steel could bring him home some points, but it looks like that he did get a DC. Such a shame to see that. All right, let's take a look at Sticks, who is in 3rd. He is in the back part of that first pack with Call Me Recon and also BDF. These guys are all veterans in these leagues, doing a fantastic job just drafting each other and making sure that they stay away from the guys behind them. But I'll tell you what, in this game, it's not like NASCAR where you get a line and you just go faster and faster. You have to worry about with these open wheels, you have to worry about where the guy in front of you is going. You cannot stay on them and touch their back bumper. You have to stay off of them. So a bigger pack is not necessarily going to be a faster pack. So they have to really watch how they race with each other. Who are you watching, 49er?
I am riding with Lucky 2115, currently in 5th place. Drafting with Flow Dog right now as they try to gain on the front pack of Call Me Recon, Sticks, and BDF. I think they're just content right now. Lucky 21 is just content to ride behind Flow right now and see if they can gain some ground. And it does look like they're gaining some ground. Either that or 3rd place, Call Me Recon, has lost the draft of Sticks and BDF.
You know, and I'm watching this. You're right. Absolutely. And I don't know if this was planned by them, but you have three-car packs. That is a smart move. I don't know if they did that purposely, but to run in 3-car packs is a really good move to do. You have less cars to worry about messing up, and you can make more moves. Look at Flow Dog, Lucky, and Justin all catching up to this first pack. You now have a 6-car pack. These guys can possibly, hopefully, get away from the rest of the field. J-Mac looks like he's leading that 3rd. Yeah. What do you see, 49er?
I switched and I'm riding with Justin now, so I can watch him and see the other 5 cars that are in front of him as they all move around, trying to stay in the line, trying to figure out if they want to pass or not. Is their draft partner going to go with them? It's pretty crazy now because Sticks has gotten hung out on the outside as they go into turn 3.
Justin goes on the outside. He gets a little bit of a run on Lucky. Does not want to have contact with him. But look behind him. He has a full pack coming his way. That is not what he wants to see. And once they get there, they're going to have a huge run. So they're going to have to play it safe and make sure that they communicate on who is going where so they don't have another incident.
You have to be, with these open wheels, you have to be very, very careful. You know, it's not like NASCAR where side by side, you know, is easy to do. You can do it with the open wheels, but you got to be careful. As Sticks is losing ground, he's dropped all the way back to 5th.
You know, and when it's this tight of racing, it is easy to go from 1st to 5th and 5th to 3rd. I mean, you're going to be moving all over the place. But this 3rd pack, J-Mac Attack is leading that. He's got Kaysen right behind him, Metallica on the outside, and Axe right behind him. I want to see Axe do great this race. He's had races where he's been super strong on the front end of that race, but on the back end of that race, something has always happened to him, and I want to see him do really well. Tonight is one of those nights where anything can happen, any person can win, so we'll see what happens.
Pack racing.
And those front packs are getting very close to each other. We have these backpacks. Duke the Rebel is leading. He's in 11th right now. He's leading the pack with Stanton Drums. Let's see who else is in here. Dion 4Dub, Reimer, and Hayden Salmons.
Oh, spin out in the middle of turn 2. It looked like J-Mac.
They are going to race back to the line. J-Mac Attack was involved. Did you see what happened? My camera was not on him. I missed it.
I can't tell if
he said he hit the apron.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It looked like he was, you know, playing with, flirting with disaster. And I think he got down below the white line one time too many, and he lost control of it.
Very, very tough. I mean, that's just part of oval racing, guys. You're racing so tight together. We're on lap 36 of 100. It's just you got to concentrate the whole time, and you have so many cars around you. And if you play this game, if you have the effects on, where if you're drafting with somebody, I don't know about you, but the screen just can be very, very intense. It just narrows in on the person in front of you, and just the concentration that you need is overwhelming. So these guys are doing a fabulous job tonight. BDF still is your leader. Call Me Recon in second, Flow Dog in third. That is your top 3 so far tonight.
Yeah, you know you're in the draft when the screen simulates like tunnel vision, and you start the vision starts getting more and more narrow. It
is so true.
Freaky.
It is. It's very freaky. It kind of messes with your eyes. And this game, when you're in this type of race and you have 18 drivers around you that you have to worry about, and I'll tell you what, their pack was a large pack. They were doing a great job of maneuvering around each other and making sure that there was no contact. But man, if you just hit that apron one time and your car slows up, the person behind you hits you, you're done. There's nothing else you can do. Game over.
Yep, that apron is unforgiving. It doesn't matter what kind of car you're driving. Indy cars, stock cars. Who stays out? Lucky 21 stayed out.
BDF goes in, your leader. Flow Dog will be your new leader once again, it looks like. Lucky Dog, like you said, yeah. Or Lucky, man, you keep getting... Lucky 2115 stays out, I swear. I don't know what it is. Lucky 2115 stays out. He's in second. Dion moves up to third after staying out beyond perfectly.
Oh, Dion.
So you have BDF coming out. He is in fourth. Call Me Recon in fifth. Sticks in sixth. Justin in seventh. It's Metallica in eighth. Axe in ninth. And Duke the Rebel rounds out your top 10. These guys will be going green this time around, so Flow Dog once again will be leading you off. Oh, they will be going another lap. They are not set. One more lap around.
Flow Dog, the old new leader. He was up there until the first caution, and then the pits threw him back, but he made up some ground, and now he's right back where he started.
Absolutely. Lucky just saying hi to Flow Dog. Giving him a little love.
Just letting you know.
I'm here and I want to win.
We're friends now, but as soon as the green light goes, I'm going to be on your ass.
That green light goes, all bets are off.
Yes. Yeah. We're friends to the green flag, then I'm going to beat your butt.
Let's give Dion a shout out. Up here in third place, loving it. Beyond perfectly. Out there in fourth. BDF knocking on their door saying, don't forget about me, guys. Same with Call Me Recon. Thrills, I gotcha. I hear you. Just let me know by Thursday. That's cool. I think we will be going green once we get around turn 4. You will once again have Flow Dog leading you off to the green. Lap 39 going into 40. Tron has a DNF? I hope not. Seriously? I got people.
Yes, he does.
Man, I hate to see that. Lucky, yeah, Tron 24. He is out there, has a DNF. Man, I really wish this game would fix that with that. We have way too many guys doing that. Even one per race is too much.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Thank you for telling me that, DC Zen. I hate to see that for him. He is one of our rookie drivers, new to the league. Doing a great job so far this season, but yeah, I see his name up there with the DNF. I hate to see that.
So now we're on the backstretch.
Yeah.
They're restarting. They're starting this time by, right?
They should be. They were supposed to start last time by, but there was confusion with lap cars on where they were supposed to be. So they went around one more lap to make sure that everyone was where they should be. Turns out they were all good. But we are definitely good to go.
So now there's a new member of the front pack team, Dion for dub.
Absolutely, and here they go. Flow Dog will lead him off. Look at Lucky staying all over him. Fantastic start for him. Flow Dog was hoping to get a better start. Dion goes on the outside trying to make a move. I don't know if he's going to have enough momentum going on the outside. He tucks back in and hangs on to third.
He got an excellent restart. He is all over the exhaust pipe of Lucky 21.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at Lucky and see his point of view. Dion, these guys are single file line. We have Flow Dog, Lucky, Dion, and BDF. That is your top 4. Single file, these guys are trying to play it safe. We have a long race. It's only 42 of 100, so there is plenty of time to make some moves.
Wow, how big is this front pack? I'm all the way back to 7th and everybody's still close.
I know, I'm taking a look. I'm riding with Sticks. He's got Metallica in front of him, Duke behind him. These guys, a couple of them going too wide, but for the most part, they are single file. There is a car that it fell off of the field and wreck. Dion spins out. That is going to be another caution.
Oh, another caution. Lucky spun out. There goes BDF.
BDF.
Oh, right
wreck.
Oh, bodies everywhere.
That would be the big one, guys. Just damage. These guys are going to be completely damaged. Cars everywhere. Call me Recon. It looks like he's going to be the new leader. Metallica in second. Sticks in third. Did you see what happened to Flow Dog?
No, I saw as they were coming out of turn 4, I saw Dion go down and he spun out a little bit like he was going to go into the pits, but he recovered. And then when they went into going into 1, I just saw bodies everywhere. People were spinning out. I think somebody hit the apron, but I couldn't tell. I was riding with, I don't know who I was riding with because they're not there now.
Dion has 100% damage on that steering. He is definitely going to have to make a pit stop. I'm going to take a look at Axe. What kind of damage, if any, does he have? He is absolutely 100. Absolutely. Let's take a look at J-Mac. I don't think he has any damage, but I'll tell you what. Rough night for him so far. I do believe he was involved in that first incident. We have a couple of people in pits so far. J-Mac will be covering. He is going out, making a lap around. He is the car lap down, so he will be making that up and going to the back of the field.
So if it is in fact the apron that caused the turn in turn 1, going in between turn 1 and 2, so not only do the drivers have to look out for each other, but you know, if you're trying to create space so you have room so nobody crashes into each other, you can't go too high because you'll hit the wall, and you can't go too low. Obviously, 2 wrecks now. You can't get too low below the apron or you're going to be spinning.
It's true, you know, and it's all about how the drivers enter the turn also. If you enter the turn low and you have someone on the outside of you, naturally your car is going to drift up. You do not want to hit the guy above you, so you're going to have to brake. If you come back down and hit that apron, you're done along with the guy above you and behind you. It's just something, like I said, they're going to have to watch out for. There is a couple of techniques. We saw this on last season 49er, where Sticks and BDF, 1 and 2, these guys, there's a technique where if you get right on the back of them, you can make them loose, even without touching them. That is exactly what Sticks did with BDF. Got him loose. He didn't want to get him loose and wreck him, but that's exactly what happened. So we're going to have to watch that tonight also. Hopefully we don't see a lot of that. But when it comes down to a win, these final laps, I will not be surprised to see a couple of guys trying to make the people in front of them loose. Let's see if Kami Recon stays out.
He's still on the track. He is currently our leader.
Yeah, I don't think that anyone's going to go in. I think they're just trying to catch everyone up at this point. Hopefully we can get going to green once again. David, how are you? Hope you're doing well. We are having a crazy race here at Homestead tonight. I think we're on caution number 3 or 4. We're on lap 48 going into 49 once we go around the turn 4. But Kami Recon will be leading you off to this green. Metallica makes his way up to second. Reimer in third. That is your top 3.
Well, let's see if we can hold true to what seems to be the trend going on. You know, we've had 3 cautions in the first race of the season. And then everything was fine. We've had 3 cautions in the second race of the season. And everything is fine, so let's see what happens with this one.
Let's hope. But this is an oval. It's a whole other beast, so it's just going to be a fight the whole race. Here they go. Kami Recon will count them down, and off they go. Metallica is one that he will not let him out of his sights. Kami Recon gets a nice start. Metallica directly behind him. Reimer up here in third. Stanton Drums looks like he's going on the outside, trying to make a move on Reimer. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to pull it off on the outside. Goes almost into the wall. Close. Metallica goes on the inside. He goes on the inside and takes over first. These guys are making me nervous, 49er.
Oh, my goodness.
And your new leader is Metallica.
Stanton thought about going on the outside of Reimer and then got back down, and then the car didn't like what he did, so it started swerving, and he recovered, and yeah.
I'll tell you what, and I was watching that. That was a heck of a recovery on Stanton's part. Very slick out there, and when you're getting loose, at those speeds, very, very challenging to recover that.
Woo! And just like that.
Everyone is in Discord, everyone's saying just nice save, Stan. They saw that, and he did do a heck of a job saving that. We're out here with Duke the Rebel, who is in 4th place at the moment. He is kind of in between packs right now. We have the top pack, and we have Justin leading the 3rd one. Close call in the first part of the pack here.
I don't know if Metallica got tapped, but he was pushed to the inside, saved it, got back on the track, but he has lost a lot of positions. He is currently...
He was in 5th.
Currently in 6th now.
Okay. Reimer, I think the contact might have been with Reimer, who is out here in the lead. He's kind of a sit and duck right now. We got Leaf Justin, who made his way up to 2nd. Sticks in 3rd. These guys are going to be knocking on Reimer's door in a moment. Hopefully he can hold him off, but this guy is going to have to watch out, because he's going to have a lot of people at his back door.
Yes. You know, no matter how many times you practice and you get comfortable on the track, you know, if you're the disadvantage for rookies is that, you know, it's great that you're in the lead and you want to stay in the lead, you want to do good, but the veterans know how to get you. And just like that, Justin is all over Reimer.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at Axe angle. He's got Sticks in front of him, who's going under Leaf's Justin. Leaf was trying to get up there to Reimer, but man, he is doing a heck of a job defending that position. Sticks dives underneath, Justin on the outside, J-Mac on the inside, along with Metallica. We've got a heck of an inside line. Axe going with them, decides that is going to be the better move to do. Can they hold it? It is getting close, guys. I mean, this just gives you a hint of how intense this racing is. He has to stay off his bumper, but let's take a look behind him. He's got Flow Dog catching up to him, and Justin is just dropping back.
My old saying, he's left out hanging to dry. Hanging out
Absolutely.
to dry. And hats off to Metallica, because he recovered, and now he's back and forth, and he's letting first, second, and third know that he wants his spot back.
I hear Justin under his breath go, feels like Super Speedway Sunday. I mean, you're at Talladega and Daytona. You go on that outside, you just get left behind.
I think I remember the race he's talking about, too.
Oh, there's always those on Super Speedway Sunday. This inside line is just running so tight.
Woo! Oh, spin! Oh, my goodness.
Who was it? Flo, it looks like it was Flo. He's going a little bit slower than the rest of the field. It looks like he saved it. He is in 6th. Justin in 5th. Duke the Rebel in 7th. Let's take a look at who is involved. In 10th, we have Styx, who he is on the side of the track trying to get back on. Let's take a look at damage. 100% damaged all around. Tough night for Styx. This guy is amazing at ovals, and he is a very aggressive driver at ovals. So, lap 60 of 100, guys. He's still got a little bit of time, but he will be going a couple of laps down, I would imagine. 49er, take a look at who's in first. Snuck up there. J-Mac attack. Going out there in first, we have Metallica in second. Axe moves up to third. Absolutely amazing.
J-Mac sneaking in the back door. That's the veteran experience, you know. You want to see the rookies do good, but the vets know how to get in there and get in there fast. And the next thing you know, you're like, where the hell did he come from?
Speaking of rookies and veterans, we have 2 rookies in the top 5. We have Reimer in 5th, running out that top 5, and Axe, who's in 3rd. Like I said, this guy does a fabulous job. Let's hope that he can continue that for the end of the race. I'd love to see him get a top 5, if not a win. We'll see what he can do tonight, but tough field out there. A lot of talented guys. These top 5 guys are coming up on lap traffic. Hayden Salmons, he's going to want to move out of the way for them, not going to hold them up, so he will stay high. J-Mac will go low and pass that lap traffic.
I'm riding with Axe. The way he's, I mean, you know he's a rookie because it's on the list, but he's driving the wheels off that thing right now. He's right up there with Metallica and J-Mac.
You know, I saw him for tryouts, and I say it every race, the guy has a ton of talent, and I really think he's going to do well this season. It'll be cool to see how he grows and what he does in this field. He is all over Metallica, but he is holding off just a little bit to make sure that he does not get him loose. He doesn't want to do that because he knows if he gets him loose, there's a possibility that he's going to go along with him. Let's take a look behind him. We have Leafs Justin, who is known to go on the outside once going into the turn so that he doesn't have to let off the gas. He can just ride that outside just a little bit, tuck back in, and keep that momentum going. Front half of the field is looking very strong. Who are you watching, 49er?
I'm stuck on this front pack here. I'm riding with Justin now, because, you know, for me, I mean, as they're coming up on Hayden, I'm sorry, no, I'm watching J-Mac and Metallica go at it, and then Axe is in 3rd, and Justin is behind them, and you know, you got to give credit to Axe because he's not letting himself be intimidated by all the experience that's around him between 1st, 2nd, and 4th. He's doing his thing, and I hope he continues to do that because it would be an excellent top 5 for him.
I want to take a look. Let's go down the field here. Kami Recon, who was once leading, he is back to 8th, but like we said before, anything can change, and it can change pretty quickly. But he's got Dion behind him, Duke the Rebel in front of him. Hopefully these guys can get together and work together in order to get up to the front.
Frozen.
What do you got, 49er?
J-Mac. I don't know if J-Mac went high on purpose going into turn 1, or if he just made a mistake. But Metallica is the new leader, and Axe went with him. He is currently in 2nd now. J-Mac in 3rd. Justin's still in 4th. I think Justin's just hanging back in case something happens between the front 3.
If I heard correctly, what happened in Discord was J-Mac saying that he accidentally hit the handbrake and made him go up high, and there goes the lead just like that. Duke the Rebel is complaining that he has network issues popping up on screen. He's hoping he doesn't lose connection. Crossing my fingers for him. He is currently in 7th place. It's tough when that happens, but he is out there in 7th, right behind Flow Dog and Lucky, who is in 11th, who is a lap down at least. I hate to see that for Lucky. He was out there in front doing really, really well. So hopefully lap 71 of 100. Man, 49er, this is going super fast. But
it is going fast.
Yeah, absolutely. But these guys are doing great so far.
And no sooner than I say that J-Mac and Metallica's still in front, but J-Mac and Axe are trading places. Now Axe is in 2nd and J-Mac's back in 3rd.
Crazy.
And Justin's still chilling in 4th, just watching all the action that's going on in front of him. I think he's just cruising because he's probably trying to anticipate something going wrong up there, and then he's going to be at the right place at the right time.
I want to take a look at Flow Dog. He is leading this pack of 6th, 7th, and 8th, but he has Lucky, who is a lap car directly in front of him. They are gaining on the pack in front of them. They're going to have to make a decision. Are they going to go high? Are they going to stay low behind them? What are they going to do? Lucky is kind of in charge of this since he's in front of them, so they have a decision to make. How are they going to race the rest of this? Oh!
And Lucky
Flow
and,
Dog,
boy,
Duke,
Lucky.
and Lucky all into the pit. Scary, scary, scary. Very, very interesting, but they go in for their pit stop. Let's see if they come out and how they come out. Flow Dog only had 5% left on that pit stop. Flow Dog will be making his way out. Let's take a look at Metallica. He's got 35% left on fuel, so he can run a bit further. "49er, we have a wreck. Dion goes off track, almost into the wall."
Oh, no.
That's going to be a caution, guys.
Oh no! Oh, no. Well, I say oh no, but I know the first 4, Metallica, Axe, J-Mac, and Justin, they're probably glad that this happened. Maybe, because it gives them a chance to get fresh tires and think about getting fuel, but then they take a chance on losing, positions, and positions are prime real estate right now, the way this race is going.
Absolutely incredible. Flow Dog went in, 49er. Forza did not give him fuel. He went in there, but there is a glitch with Forza.
Oh, no.
He came out, only 3% fuel. That absolutely just killed his race. He has to go in once again.
Frozen, Metallica, Justin, J-Mac, Axe, and Metallica, they did the okie doke. They drove as close as they could get to pit entrance, and then they all turned right at the same time. It was like watching synchronized swimming.
These guys are crazy. Absolutely crazy. Lap 78 of 100. They will be going to 102 because remember, guys, we did have those that pace lap at the beginning, so they will be racing until it hits 102. But man, I'll tell you what, we are running down on the final part of this race. These guys are going to have to make some moves. I would not be surprised if Metallica wins this tonight. I have him as the winner for the betting, so we'll see what happens.
I would go with that. I think he could get a challenge. Let's see if they go in.
Metallica goes in, Axe goes in. A lot of the leaders are going to go in. J-Mac, Justin. Dion goes in. Flow Dog. I want to see if he went in, but he should be going in considering he had no fuel.
I think Flow Dog is still out there.
Flow Dog did stay out. I'm very surprised this guy is on 1% fuel.
Now he's going in.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way that guy can stay out. Man, tough break for him. He's out there racing for Sky. This guy is fabulous at coming in here as a fill-in and winning races, but tonight is not going his way so far.
Yeah. And even after the pits frozen, first, second, third, and fourth did not change.
Was Flow Dog part of that wreck, 49er?
He might have been. There was some. Honestly, I just saw, the simulated smoke from the tires and cars and bodies everywhere. He might have been.
It very well could have been.
Yeah, I think only the first 4 cars weren't part of it. I think everybody else was because they were just spinning everywhere.
They are going to go one more lap around, make sure everything is good to go. Metallica will lead us off to the green. We have Axe in second, J-Mac in third, Justin in fourth, and Kami Recon in fifth. Going into turn 2. I'm looking at Metallica's car, and this guy, that snowman staring at me is just so weird. This guy and his snowman, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Look at that face. That snowman is just happy as can be in that front.
Mm-hmm. Could you imagine if you were really driving and you saw somebody in your rearview mirror with that?
I think I'd end up in the wall. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I would too.
I'm pretty sure. All right, they're discussing whether they can go. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, they're going to go green on Metallica's say. Let's see what kind of start Axe gets. Very interested. Here goes Metallica. They're going green once again. Axe all over him. I'm impressed with that start. Absolutely fantastic start.
Absolutely.
J-Mac leads that front pack, and he is going to be in third. Justin going in for the second pack. A huge lag. I want to take a look at this mid-pack. Duke. Dion. Lag. Going into Duke. Somehow Duke saved that. Absolutely incredible. Reimer right behind him. Almost taking it 3 wide. Dion seems a little bit out of source trying to save this up here. Hits the apron. Goes up just a little wide. Reimer behind him. These guys are making me very nervous. Dion on the outside. Huge wreck right behind him. These guys are getting absolutely crazy. There was a little bit of lag. I think that was helping in creating a caution once again.
Well, I think as they race to the line, I don't know. I would be, if I was Justin, I would be happy that there's a caution because he did not get a good restart.
Speaking of BDF, that guy is out there in 7th place. He has Flow Dog behind him, Reimer in front of him, and Call Me Recon. Dion in 10th, who I saw lagging just a little bit. I don't know if that was lag with Duke also, but Duke had a heck of a save if I saw that correctly. Once we hit 97, 49er, there are no more cautions. We're on lap 84, so like I said, once we hit 97, no more cautions. All bets are off. These guys are going to be hungry for a win. You can see it. They are driving aggressive, going 2, sometimes 3 wide. It's going to be very, very close. Axe is very hungry for a win in here as a rookie, doing a fantastic job driving it tonight, hanging out in 2nd, J-Mac in 3rd. All these guys just looking for a win tonight.
It's been, these last few laps, it's been very consistent. The front pack, Metallica, Axe now, J-Mac, Justin, Call Me Recon's been up front. BDF was up there for a while, so Reimer was up there. So like the top, even Flo, the top 8 have all had a chance to either be in the lead or be in the top 5 of this race. So it's still lap 85. It's still up for grabs.
Absolutely. And, you know, like I said earlier, this is the first race that they've ran with a power cap. So running at that, they're going to be running so close together this entire race. There's not going to be a lot of people that are going to be able to get away from the group here. So you're going to see more incidents. You're going to see more contact, and that's what we're seeing tonight. This is the first season that you've seen that. We do have a couple of guys pitting back there. They will be making another lap around. But I'll tell you what, there's a lot of emotions going on in Discord, and these guys have a lot going on, I can tell you that.
Can only imagine the chatter going on.
One of these days, if I can get it connected so you guys can hear it, I will switch it over there. I think I would need like a bleep button though.
Sensor button. Yes, you would need a sensor button.
Absolutely.
A time delay, 5 seconds, and that may not even be enough.
Looks like that backpack of the field is lining up. We'll see if they go this time around. Lap 86. Like I said, lap 97, there are no more cautions. We have a lot of DNFs. We have NASCAR 24 Tron fan DNF. Hayden Salmon's a DNF. Hate to see it.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you try to do your best on all the tracks, but I'm sure they were looking forward to the oval because, like I said at the beginning of the race, it's just one big left turn. So for them to have, you know, the wonders of modern technology be the reason that they couldn't finish is unfortunate.
It's very true. They should be going green this time around. Look at that beautiful snowman. Kind of creepy, but, you know, I'll say beautiful.
No, creepy would be if he started looking at the camera.
All right, here they come around into turn 3, going into 4. Got a fan out there from Metallica. Hopefully he can, I'll tell you what, Metallica is very good at defending his position. That guy can maneuver around the track. He drives with those mirrors trying to defend it. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't end in a wreck. But they should be going green on Metallica's go. We'll see what kind of start Axe get. There they go. Gets a little bit of lead off of second place of Axe. J-Mac all over Axe. These guys are going single file. Let's take a look. This midfield shuffling quite a bit. BDF in 9th, Stanton Drums in 10th, Duke the Rebel in 8th. Going 2 wide with Duke the Rebel. BDF is on the outside. Stanton Drums staying on the inside along with Lucky going on that inside line. BDF still taking that outside. Stanton decides to join him. tight, tight field. Look at this, guys, going too wide. This is where it starts to get crazy.
Look at BDF.
I joined this front pack. I heard a couple of sighs up here. J-Mac hit the apron just a little bit, was able to save that. Call Me Recon right behind him, going single file at the moment. But J-Mac decides to make it too wide underneath Axe. See if he can get that inside line rolling. These guys look like they're about to make contact. Very, very intense. Call Me Recon goes on the inside. Axe gets hung out to dry. Falls back to 5th when he was once in 2nd. And back he goes right behind, tucks in behind Justin.
Hung out to dry. Frozen, I've got a little bit of a battle going on back here for 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Stick spins. We have an accident with him and Hayden Salmons.
Oh, no.
Sticks is having a rough, rough night. Not the night he wants to see, and this is a guy that's usually up front for the ovals, so I know he's very frustrated.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You come out, you do all that practice, and you come out here trying to follow your game plan and remembering the turns and your lines and everything, and sometimes it just doesn't go your way. And I keep seeing that wing laying on the side of the fucking track.
There are a lot of cones on track. You can tell that there's been a couple of incidents. Someone had fun with the cones, but man, brutal.
I thought I saw a wing. But,
I would not be surprised.
Disclaimer out, Frozen. There were no cones harmed in the filming and making of this race. Just want all the viewers to know.
You know what? Honestly, I'm thinking there was a lot of cones that were harmed. There's one laying on the side of the road. I mean, they're there, but they're struggling a little bit.
They're targets.
93 of 100, guys. We're coming on the final laps. Look at all those cones. Man, if there was a cone that could tell a story of what happened, I bet it would be a pretty crazy story.
Look over here. The second set of walls. Look at that. That's a tail wing. Nice.
I'm just not even surprised.
Who's driving without one?
There's probably a few of them, I would imagine.
I think that's Reimers. Look at Reimer's car and tell me if you see something missing.
Yeah, he is missing it. So that is probably Reimers. We do have one taker for a pit stop, so they will be waiting for him to go around and make it back up to the back of the field. I do believe that is Hayden Salmons. He is coming out of pits now. This guy is another one that is having a rough go of a race. This guy has been involved a couple of times in accidents. He will be making his way. Hopefully they can get to go green. Lap 94 of 100. Restarts are going to have to be watched, 49er. You don't want another incident, and we're coming up on 97 where there are no other cautions allowed. So whatever happens. You just got to keep moving on. So they have to race clean. They have to watch where they are and what's around them. It's going to be intense final laps.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Couldn't have said it any better. You know, it's going to happen. We're going to get some clean laps in to get us to lap 97, and then that's it. No more cautions. And just like you said, and you know, it'll be unfortunate if somebody had an accident and they were right in the front, like this front pack, as Metallica jumps out.
Off they go. We have a couple of guys going too wide, taking it too wide. Let's take a look, see if we can get a look back. Someone's gas pedals are not working. I don't know what happened to them, but they're struggling out there. We are looking at Justin. He's got Axe right behind him, who is in 5th place. We have Reimer behind him in 6th and BDF in 7th. Metallica falls back to 3rd. Your new leader is J-Mac Attack.
I think Call Me Recon may have tapped Metallica just a little bit.
Metallica goes into the wall, lap 96. If he is the only one, no more yellow at this point. That's it. His race is over. J-Mac, it is all up to him.
No.
What happens next? Can J-Mac hold off Call Me Recon and Justin and Axe, who I think is behind him? It's going to be close. These guys are going to make me very nervous.
You're absolutely right. J-Mac, Call Me Recon, Justin, and Axe in that order. With very little space between the 4 of them.
Duke goes on the inside of BDF. Almost an incident right there. Very, very close. BDF goes on the outside. Reimer in 5th. Duke the Rebel still on the inside. Trying to stick a nose in there. Can he get it to hold out? Still too wide. Lucky underneath along with Duke. BDF gets left out to drive on the outside.
Lap 99.
We're coming up on the finish,
guys.
guys.
They need to move. If they're going to make a move, they need to do it now.
Absolutely. Justin sneaks his way.
Here comes Axe.
Justin in 2nd. Call Me Recon in 3rd. Lap 100 of 102. Justin on the inside. J-Mac just, I guarantee you, looking in his mirrors. Axe trying to just hold it steady. Call Me Recon going on the outside. Here we go. Axe on the inside. These guys are going 3 wide. White flag is out, guys. This is the last lap. Can J-Mac hold him off? Justin wants to make a move. It goes on the outside. Takes a peek. Axe on the inside. What are they going to do? They're lined up single file line. Can they make any type of moves and make anything? It's going to be it, guys. J-Mac, can he hold him off? Goes on the insides. Hold him off. J-Mac is your winner at Homestead Oval. Justin in 2nd. Axe in 3rd. Fantastic race. Did Axe get in 3rd? I want to make sure that, because that was so close between those guys. Great race.
I believe Axe got 3rd.
Heck of a race, man. These guys just close racing all the way. Tight field right there.
Definitely a battle. More so, because Justin was trying to make a run on J-Mac. Axe was trying to make a run on Justin, and just 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, just right there within inches of each other. It's unfortunate what happened to Metallica, because it was his race to lose, and unfortunately, he had the little mishap. But that's what sucks with that's the bad, if good or bad thing, however you look at it. No cautions, 5 laps in from the finish, and Metallica goes into the wall. It's unfortunate. He had a great race.
Absolutely, yes. That's oval racing. And I'll tell you what,
yep.
J-Mac, this is a guy that excels at road courses. He did not know if he had a chance to win tonight, and look at him. Takes home a win for the season already. Let's see if we can get him in here. All right, we're going to get the top 3. Who is 2nd? Remind me. So much action going on. It was Justin, right?
First, Justin was 1st, and Axe was 3rd. Who got 10?
All right, we got the... Poor Justin. Trying to figure out where everyone came in, but man, we got the top 3 in here. Huge congratulations to you, J-Mac. What an amazing race. I know that road courses are your thing, but tonight you just came up through the field at first. Tell me what your plans are when you were rolling through the field with Lucky.
I don't know. I was just trying to get to the front, and he had the run, and I was just following him. And I don't know. It was just. I don't. It is. I don't know. I hate to not answer your question, but I'm so happy to finally win on a stupid oval. My personal nightmare is over. The national nightmare is ended, and finally got one on an oval. I mean, I'm a NASCAR guy. Those are the games I played. I wasn't a road course fan. I finished 20th every time at Sonoma and Watkins Glen on NASCAR 99. You know, when they only had 20-car fields. Like that was not me. And finally get one. That was
awesome.
Crazy.
Absolutely awesome.
For racing. Let's go. Oh, this is the most pumped I've been about a win yet.
I love it.
The most excited I've been about a win.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. You know, and I know you and I have talked, and like you just said, road courses are your thing. You did not have a lot of confidence going into this race that you could bring home a win tonight. But I'll tell you what, moving through that field with Lucky, you impressed me. I mean, you guys were just moving through that field, making your way to the front. You held your own, and those final laps, man, I was quite nervous, but you defended that position, and they just couldn't get a run on you. How was it feeling those final few laps? Were you nervous?
Yeah, my heart was jumping out of my thing, out of my chest. You know, I don't even know what body part that is. In my thing area.
Out of my thing.
Now I just realized what that sounded like. Sorry, kids. Apologize for that one. Parents, put your kids to bed.
Mommy,
I kind of used up Metallica there. I kind of made a move that he wasn't expecting because I wanted out front. I wanted out front to be able to play defense. I wanted out because I didn't want to be right in the middle of everybody, and we came out of 4, and I had a run on him on the inside, and he blocked, and I moved low, and he kind of moved up high, and I stayed going straight, and I was there under him. And then whenever I was worried about recon, I was blocking the crap out of him. He was making some moves, and when I heard Justin say down low, I looked back and moved right down to give him the air and try to give him the run, and he got in second, and I knew that at least I had somebody that wasn't going to do anything too crazy. I know he wanted that win as badly as I did, and he was going to fight me for it, but he wasn't gonna take us out or anything. And I mean, I'm not saying Recon's that way either, but I just
teammate. He's a teammate, so
having a teammate back there,
absolutely
someone who's gonna look out for you. So
absolutely.
That was. Whew.
J-Mac, I've never seen you so pumped.
First off, you said that I had no confidence. I was telling everybody that I was going to win this race, so I was pulling out my inner Metallica, and I was saying I was going to win this race. So I called my shot. I did my point to the right field and then knocked it. So. Whew.
Great job, great job. Congratulations on the win.
Good job.
Thank
you did a great job driving it and making your way up through the field. You came out, did what you said you were going to do, and fantastic job to you. 100 laps, I mean, it had to be so intense. The emotions had to be high, concentration, just everything. How are you feeling going into next week's race?
Oh, next week's race is going to suck. It's going to be a traction control race. I love Long Beach, but there are going to be some guys that are very, 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 that are going to be way fast. I think I'm picking it now. We're going to have our 4th winner in 4 races. I'm not going to say who, but I believe we're going to have 4 winners to start off the season. Yeah, that's going to be a hard one. That one's going to be a tough one. I'm going to have to figure out. I'm going to have to get lucky with some cautions and some strategy. But there are going to be some guys that are going to have that built-in second advantage because that track is just so dependent on traction off. So it's going to be a very, very difficult race, but I'm up to the challenge.
Absolutely.
Let's race it right now.
This guy is pumped. I love it. The energy coming from you is just absolutely insane. I love it. So for now, J-Mac, crack open a cold one for us, celebrate, and sit back.
That's a good idea. That's a
You
thing you
won a fantastic race. Good job to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes,
You're welcome.
congratulations.
All right, 49er, take it away for second place interview.
Justin, the Leaf. Are you there?
I am here. I am still trying to figure out this stuff. But I'm here.
Well. Justin, he's also our admin, one of the admin folks, and this is his league, and he's trying to sort things out so people don't jump on him. But I want to take a second to first commend you on a great race, and ask you. You finished in second. And I had said in the middle parts of the race that because I was watching you were riding in fifth, and I had said during the broadcast that you were just hanging back, waiting for something to happen, and you were kind of just chilling. Is that kind of what your strategy was, to just let first through 1 through 4 kind of unfold on their own?
Near the end, or when was this?
Like kind of like in the middle, like maybe the like lap 25 through 35, you were right there where you needed to be, but you didn't make any moves. You were trying to wait to see what happened.
I think that kind of the majority of the race, all but right at the end, that last little stint was just kind of survival and just trying to make it there, because we saw how the race was unfolding with people more towards the back, and there were a lot of people getting trapped laps down because of incidents. And one of them early in the wreck was J-Mac, which, as you can see, it is possible to come back from. I didn't want to end up getting into an incident somewhere by myself or somebody else just doing something crazy and then being stuck back there. So I was just kind of mind the gap and stay in the front pack, but kind of just ride and not do anything crazy until, like I said, right at the very end was kind of, I would say, the majority of my bolder moves came from at the end, which they weren't even really that bold, but they just kind of sliding in underneath of somebody when they get out of line, pick up a couple extra spots.
Did all of the cautions throw you off? And if you had a strategy, did all the cautions make it work or make it not work?
I basically, strategy here was just track position, trying to be at the front, which as far as the cautions throwing that off, I think that the majority of the incidents happened towards the back, so it didn't really, I kept my nose clean in that aspect. And
on the last 2 laps, you made a sweet move on the inside of, I believe it was Axe, to take over second place. I know J-Mac is happy that, and you guys are teammates, and he knew you weren't going to make any crazy moves. What you were trying to get around him, what were you trying to pick an avenue, or what were you trying to do? Where were you thinking about going to get by him?
Well, it was just kind of, I was trying to be in position to make the move, and I did get up to P2, and thank you to him for being a good teammate. Gave me his slipstream down the back there and was able to help me stay into second place. But trying to get by him, I really only had like a lap and a half to make anything work there, which was I don't know. No, nothing really opened, and I didn't want to make a dive bomb attempt and take us out. So I just, a lot like a couple seasons ago with Metallica at Indianapolis, I kind of tried to find the balance between going forward and then not being dumb, and it rode me to another second place finish, which, because of who finished ahead of me, I am more than happy with that.
Yeah. And that's a tribute to you as a driver. You know, even though this is your league, you're also an excellent driver, and you're very mindful of the drivers that are in front of you, and you don't want to make any aggressive moves and cause any ridiculous accidents or stuff like that. My last question, just like J-Mac, we got Long Beach coming. How do you feel?
It's not one of my better places, I don't think, but I think I hope to maintain there, basically, is my Might look into that place.
I just want to finish.
Yeah, I don't think that I'm going to be able to go out there and run for the win, or even for that matter, run for a higher position. But I think, I don't know, I like the track. I'm looking forward to it, but just my own speed there, I don't think that I'm going to be competing for a win, but I guess you never know. There's a week of practice still to come, so we'll be working at that.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on a great race in second place, and
big
can't wait to see
congratulations
how
to
you do.
J-Mac. 1-2 again. There's a number 2 win right there.
Oh no, man. That
I don't hear him. He's
what
probably
is it? You guys
celebrating
racing A?
Sorry.
Racing,
I
eh?
don't even know
Racing.
what you mean. Racing, yay.
Yeah. Good job, Justin. And Frozen is going to talk to Axe. I can't wait to hear this one.
I know, right? I'm excited for him. Axiv, rookie out here, running with the veterans. Top 3 for you, podium finish. I gotta ask, the first question is, as a rookie, are you intimidated or a little nervous running out here at such a close quarter track? What were your thoughts in this race as you were going through the field?
Well, I really just wanted to hold my line. I knew none of the veterans out here would force me into the wall or anything like that, so I just tried to lay off. I gotta apologize to Metallica a little bit there. He was trying to come down. It was pretty close there. I don't know if that was a racing incident or not, but I spun him there at the end. But overall, I was pretty confident out there. I mean, I'm a big NASCAR guy, and you know, I gotta thank everyone out here at Slice and Dice Racing for giving me a good car for this week. And yeah.
You had a heck of a car. I'm really sad to not see Scissor Blades out here as your teammate to kind of help you as a veteran driver. He knows his way around the track, but I'll tell you what, man, you knew your way around the track, and you did not hold back. Fantastic run for you throughout the field. Was there any point in the race where you're just like, didn't you move back to like mid-pack at one point? It's so easy to do that with Homestead or any of the ovals. Did you see yourself in the midfield?
Well, at one point in the race, actually, I got wrecked.
That's what I thought, yeah.
I was on the back stretch, and I thought I was about to go a lap down, and the leaders were coming back around on the back stretch, and they were almost putting me a lap down. It was like 100 feet margin, and I got up to speed, and I was able to come back around and stay in the lead lap. So that's why I was like 11th place there for a little bit. But after that, there's nothing more. No more wrecks. I just kept the nose clean after that.
Yeah, I mean, you made your way through that field once again, and we've seen this a lot this season so far. We're only 3 races in, but the first 2 races, man, you had such a strong run for the first part of the race. I've talked about this a couple of times. You're very, very strong out there. Something happens through no fault of your own, and you just get to the back of the field or mid-pack. So it was great to see you make your way up through that field once again and bringing home a podium finish. Yeah. Absolutely incredible. You had a fantastic run. I do want to say Metallica is out there in chat and says, tell him that was all my fault. So he's taking responsibility for that. Nothing that you did, but I got to tell you, Axe, I'm very impressed with your run, and I can't wait to see what you do this season. Which brings me to, how do you feel about Long Beach?
Well, Long Beach is a pretty narrow track, not a lot of passing zones. So really what the main goal is to do good in qualifying so that we don't have to worry about slower cars in front of us. But other than that, I don't know what to tell you. Some of these guys are way too fast, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see.
Definitely. Congratulations to you, though, on a podium finish. You did a great job, kept your nose clean, racing out there close with everyone, too wide, involved in an accident, and then makes his way up through the field once again to finish on the podium. So great job to you. Congratulations.
Great job.
Thank you.
And you know, not for nothing, you know, there may be some guys out here that have raced with you, so they know what you're capable of. But I think for anybody that hasn't raced with you and they've seen what you've done over the last couple of races, you're earning some mad respect, man, because you're proving yourself out there that you can hang with the big boys and you're no slouch. So great job.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
This is a guy, like I've said through the first 3 races so far, you need to watch out for this guy. He's got some speed, and once again, he's showing it out there tonight. So great job to you, and great job to everyone. You guys did a great job. Man, I've said that a few times now. Congratulations to J-Mac, Justin, and Axe for finishing your top 3. 49er, do you have anything else for tonight?
I'm surprised I can even talk. That race was as intense as we expected it to be.
I'll tell you.
You know, with the cautions and everything, and we thought Flo was going to run with it for a while, and then we had a caution, and then we thought, because even BDF was up there, and then we thought Metallica was going to run with it, and then, you know, J-Mac and Lucky and their little duet blowing by everybody left Call Me Recon hanging out to dry. So it was just a really great race. I almost wish I was racing in it, but not really.
The intensity of it was huge. These guys, just so many lead changes, so many different stories going on, but a great race. And that's all we have tonight, guys. Next week, we will be live at Long Beach. It'll be an intense race, so I hope you're able to join us. Thank you so much for everyone out in chat hanging with us, and thank you for the follow, M. Hill. I just saw that. But tomorrow night, we will be back on Forza for Formula E. I will be in the car, so all I can say to you is I'm sorry. But it should be fun. But that's it. That's all we have tonight. I hope you guys have a great night. Enjoyed the stream. Until then, take it easy, guys.
Shout out to my friend MDM.